Hello, my beautiful light beings. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about channeling because where I started with the channeling and where I am now is completely different. And I want to kind of go over and explain my process of how I open my capacity to more energy. So when you are learning these new gifts, these new skills, if you are not a natural born, psychic or channel, these are new energies of different frequency, typically a higher frequency than what you typically experience. So right now we are in the third dimension, and this is this dimension where you feel physical things. Then when you move up towards the space where that's very heart-centered, and this is where the psychics read their energy, where I can access the Akashic records, where telepathy exists. This is the fourth dimension. And as you move up and access higher beings of higher dimensions, of higher frequencies, for example, the Akashic records is higher than the fifth dimension. It's multi-dimensional, yet not dimensional at all. It exists through all space and time, as does the quantum field. And when you are connecting to galactic beings like star families, Sirian, Lyran, whoever you're connecting with, those are typically from the 8th to the 12th dimension. And so when you are connecting to these frequencies, I started out as accessing the Akashic records, where I felt I was doing it from a fifth dimensional space, which was through my heart. And when I did this, it was a new frequency that I was introducing into my body, into my auric field. And so it took about 8 months for me to integrate that energy to be able to access it seamlessly at any time. And when I did that, I went through a process of releasing a lot of things that I was holding in my bodies, a lot of traumas, a lot of emotions, a lot of energies that were no longer serving me. And so I went through a dark night of the soul, which was facing my inner reality and looking through and sorting through what was no longer serving me, what was causing me anxiety and overwhelm and sadness and anger. And I faced them without resistance, with love, unconditional love of the fifth dimension. And I was able to move through them. That took about 8 months. After that, I was doing psychic readings. I was able to access the Akashic records, but these new energy readings, I was doing auric field readings. I was reading people in a bigger scale. And so that was another year of attuning to this new frequency of being at the Akashic realm, the Akashic level. And even within the records, more frequencies opened up and my channel widened as that year progressed. As if like they opened the door a little bit for me and I was able to, attract and receive certain information. Now my channel has been opened in which I can access all the records at any time. And so, and without meditating. And so now what has been opening up for me the last 6 months has been my galactic cosmic channel. And when I say I accessed the quantum field yesterday, the quantum field is the field in which all things exist and don't exist, where things that we desire are already occurring in reality. It's a feeling of healing and knowing that we are all one and being able to access all the wisdom and knowledge at any moment in time, and knowing you're collective to every single thing as we are all energy, yet knowing you are just being in this moment here. And so as I have been integrating into this now new level of consciousness, which I have am now accessing the 8th to the 12th dimensional energies, my body, I had a lot of fear around it. The light language started to come through and I had a lot of fear that I was not going to be able to handle the energy coming through, that I was not worthy of the energy coming through, that I wasn't choosing to allow the energy to come through, that it was not this gift that I now appreciate. And so this energy, when it would come through, my body would vibrate and my I would like literally get sick because I was fearing the energy that was coming through, and I was not allowing my capacity to increase at a slow rate. And so when it was coming through, it was very traumatic on my physical body. My physical body would either get very sick, or I would get extremely cold. I would shake uncontrollably. And so with help from my guides as well as mentors, I have now understood how to hold this energy over the last 4 to 5 months, how to process it, how to expand my capacity, and how to vibrate at a new frequency and a new way of being. And so now that I have integrated this energy, I can now download the light language, have more control over me as a vessel and a conduit for the energy. I now know that if it's too much energy, I can hold on to my crystal and allow the energy to come through, and I ask the crystal to hold some of that energy and have it available for me when I am ready. And so I'm not holding all of it or processing, channeling all of it. I also know that my physical body has a dial, and I see 0 to 10. And so if the channeling is too severe for my physical body, I imagine it going down to 8, maybe 6. And that is telling the light language that that is the capacity at which my physical body can take it right now. And that is what I will receive right now. Typically, I'm like at an 8.5 most days, unless I'm in a really meditative state. Then I can open up to a 10. Over time, though, as I integrate these new energies, my 10 becomes maybe 5, and it opens this capacity for more and more. And so just know that our DNA is upgrading with these cosmic and galactic codes, these energy codes that are coming through. And so it has, even if you feel like these waves of releasing, just know the more you release, the more you make space and create room for this other energy to come through. It will be very apparent very soon what is changing and what is shifting. And those of us, those light workers and wave showers and starseeds who are awakening and downloading these codes and choosing to expand our frequency and way of being, it will be very apparent in the next 6 months how things are shifting, and those who are maybe not as aware will notice differences. And so if you are a part of this amazing galactic cosmic awakening, there are so many mentors for you. I am going to do a masterclass on this. I've decided, because I think it's just so powerful, and it's something I wish I had known. And the capacity to channel, I think, is so wide, and it really feels like there's a lot of things my guides want to say about how to pave room for your physical body to make a choice with what you are channeling. Of course, it's always for the highest vibration of unconditional love is where I am at, and that is what I attract. And for the betterment of the new earth and raising consciousness of this new frequency in which we are integrating. And so this new information, this cosmic energy, this galactic knowledge and wisdom that is coming through is necessary for everyone that is ready and available for it. And over time, you will see that more and more people will awaken and shift. And so you are definitely ahead of the game with this new frequency, which is with this new knowing. And I think this masterclass will be really helpful for anyone who is upgrading from this third dimensional knowing and being to this new awakened galactic goddess of frequency knowing. That's the best way I can describe it. This quantum space where all things are and occur. Yet, I am a human, and I am a being of joy and love, and grounding it in a really beautiful physical way. So all that to say, if you are interested in this kind of masterclass, please let me know below. And let me know what you're struggling with or what you're kind of going through and evolving through, because there's a lot of things that are I am channeling, and I just feel like there's so much going through that I feel like I'm kind of going slow with what I'm creating. But the more I interact and with you, I am able to download and kind of gauge more on what the collective is needing. Because right now, up to this point, I'm just giving you everything that I'm feeling and the guides are showing me. So anyways, this ended up being a 10-minute a 10-minute video, but anyways, if you're going through this from dark night of the soul to galactic energy codes downloading, I'm sending you love, I'm sending you oceans of love, and you are not alone. I love you.